Hi guys. This is just a video that I'm going to make. My one friend on Facebook actually made this yesterday, or maybe the day before, I don't know, I saw it yesterday. And, so hi Tina, first of all. She basically found a tag on YouTube called, like, My Perfect Imperfections. And in the video you name 3 things that you like about yourself and 3 things that you don't. And I know I might be a little bit late on this because a lot of the videos I watched on YouTube are from like 2010, but I figure better late than never. So here are my perfect imperfections. 3 things I don't like about myself. First off, I hate my speaking voice. I know it's a really random thing to dislike, but like when I talk, it doesn't bother me. But when I see like a video playback or a recording, it's kind of just like, oh my god, do I really sound like that? Like. It's ridiculous. And, like, I know that when I watch this video back to make sure I don't look completely retarded, I'm going to be bleeding out of my ears, in my personal opinion. I know it's, like, a really weird thing to dislike, but it's just one of those things where, like, I feel like there are so many people in the world with, like, a nicer voice, like, a nicer tone or inflection or just, you know, accent or whatever. And, like, here I am, like, feeling like Fran Drescher. Like, oh, okay. Awesome. So yeah, I don't like my voice. Second thing I don't like my lack of boobs. Look, I'm gonna show you this. Ready? I know it's not like, you know, they're not like super tiny, but, you know, my mom and my sister's 6 years younger, by the way, both have like, boobs. Boobs! Like, it's the first thing you notice when you see them. And I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, hey, I look 12. What's up? Look at my face, look at my face. Like, it's just one of those things that I'm like really insecure about. I don't want to look like Pamela Anderson, but if I could change that and like get a little bit extra support down there, I would be pretty happy. But I think most girls have a problem with their chest. Their chest or their thighs, usually. Third thing I don't like about myself. My skin. My complexion is like, I'm really pale. I don't tan easily. But the thing that I don't like about my skin is the fact that, like, when the seasons change, like, it tends to get, like, dry. Like, there's dry patches, or, like, I break out, and I'm just like, this sucks. Like, I have to, like, not necessarily cake on makeup, but kind of do a lot of extra work to make it look like they're not really there. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like, I'm breaking out right here, but I have makeup on, so I don't know if that, like, you know, shows up, because I know my webcam is not that great with detail, but it's really annoying, because, like, I'll moisturize, and, like, I scrub, and I do all this, like, blah blah, fancy, yada yada crap, and it's kind of just, like, it doesn't really do anything. Like, there's always gonna be, like, a dry patch here, and I'm just like, ugh. But it's only when the seasons change, so it's not too bad. Excuse me, but it's really, really annoying. So I tend to whine about it a lot. So, there's plenty of other things that I don't like about myself or about my body, but that's the top 3 that I need to get out of the way. As for the things I do like, I actually really like my height. I'm about 5'3", maybe 5'4", and it's kind of just like all my guy friends, or most of my guy friends, are taller than I am. The kid that I'm like talking to is like 6'2". My ex-boyfriend was, I think, 5'11". My friends range from, you know, like 5'9" to like 6'3". So it's like whenever I go hang out with them, it's like, oh, like I'm so much smaller than they are. But it's nice because like when I go in for like a hug or like, you know, they can just scoop me up and they're just like, oh my god, and like I just like being like not necessarily babied, but like coddled a little bit. Like when people like hug me and like, for example, the kid that I'm talking to again is 6'2", and if I hug him around the waist, if he hugs me like up on the shoulders, like my face is like this, like you can't see me, like I cease to exist. You just see like the bottom part of me, which isn't, it's not bad. I mean, I like the feeling of being like a small person, and I like being like kind of perceived as a lot tinier than most my guy friends. Or even like when somebody cuddles with me, it's kind of just like I like feeling so like little, like enveloped, like, you know, I don't know. My friend once told me I was like perfect hugging size, so it's kind of just like, I'm glad I didn't grow anymore. let's see. Second thing I like about myself. I like my eyes. At least on most days. Like when my makeup comes out good. I have, I don't know if they're hazel or they're brown. They do change color depending where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm wearing, how my makeup is, etc. But like they're still like, they're big and they're expressive, and like my one of my friends from high school actually told me that I had doe-like eyes, and that's a direct quote. Like he actually did say this, and I was kind of just sitting there, and I'm just like, okay, so I look like a deer in headlights, cool. And he's just like, no, he's like, it's like they're expressive and like they're big and like it's like this sexy thing, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, all right, you know, whatever. Like if you're saying that, then I guess you think so. But I like my eyes. I like my eyelashes. Like I know you can't really tell if they're long or not. I'm trying to show you guys that they're kind of long. I think they frame my eyes really nicely. And the fact of the matter is like I can basically do any type of makeup on my eyes and I feel like it doesn't look awful. Like I know I can do like a cat eye, I can do like the smoky eyes, I can do blah blah blah, but sometimes like I would feel like it would look terrible like when I was younger, and as I kind of just like grew up a little bit, I was like, no, like my eyes are awesome. Get the hell out of here. What am I thinking? So yeah, it's like I like them. I do. And I've gotten a lot of compliments as well, so it's kind of just like yes. The last thing I like about myself. I like my hands. I know that's probably a random thing too, but I have like little hands. See, like I have like a small palm, like longer fingers. So it's like, you know, they're not like huge, but I like when I hold hands with like a guy or something and like I feel like my hands are so much smaller than they are, and they're just like I've never had a guy be like, oh, like your hands are so small. No, it's usually like, oh, your hands are really small, it's so cute. So it's kind of just like, oh, okay, like I'll just accept this. I like my nails too. I do try to take care of them, and I'm semi trying to grow them out. I mean, they're not perfect, and they're not like super long, but you know, they do kind of graze the tips of my fingers, so it's like, you know, they're long enough. So yeah, those are my little perfect imperfections. And when I saw this video, I was actually thinking it was a really good idea because I know that, you know, there are plenty of people, myself included, who will see somebody, you know, in the street and they're just like, oh my god, that person's so perfect, blah blah blah. But like, they can be perfect to you, but there's always gonna have like that little like naggy, gnawing thing, like, oh my god, my thighs are touching, or oh my god, my nose is crooked, or I'm too tall, I'm too short. So it's like everybody goes through it. So it's like this was kind of like a good way to kind of show people that everybody goes through this. Girls especially. I don't know if guys do it as much, but I mean, I'm sure that they have their own issues. But girls especially, like, since society's all like, you have to look like this, this, and this, and hardly anybody really looks like that, it's kind of just like, oh, like, this is great. Like, that's great. I look like shit. But you really don't. So hopefully, you know, this video will be a reminder that not everybody's meant to look like Giselle or, you know, whoever else. Because, you know, what makes us beautiful to other people are our imperfections. So hopefully this kind of helps with that, maybe? So, if anybody else wants to make a video, I thoroughly encourage it because it makes you feel a lot better about yourself. Like, knowing that you're not alone and thinking stuff like this. So, that was my video. So hopefully I'll see more of them, you know, drifting around. So yeah. Thanks for suffering through my little girly insecurities. I'm gonna go now. Bye.